The net is closing in on President Jacob Zuma and his allies. The Hawks arrest 3 people, including a Gupta brother, and 2 more are expected to turn themselves in.
And the president has to respond to an embarrassing call from his party to resign.
And with the unfolding drama at Luthuli House, meanwhile, a special ANC caucus to be held in Parliament this morning. It's breaking news that leads. The Hawks have raided the Gupta compound in Saxonwold, Johannesburg. One of the Gupta brothers and a business associate have been arrested. The Guptas are accused of unduly benefiting from the state, exerting influence through its links with President Jacob Zuma. Well, ENTA's special reporter Karen Morn is in Saxonwold. She joins us now live. Karen, we've got this media briefing that's been issued by the Hawks just a short while ago, saying that so far 3 people have been arrested, 2 others expected to hand themselves over. Do we know who these people are?
We do, Michelle. Of course, at this point, we cannot name those people publicly because of the kind of issues that surround court appearances. But we do understand that these are members of the Gupta family, that there was a move to also arrest, as we understood it, individuals in Bloemfontein linked to the Free State Agricultural Department and their involvement in the Vrede Estina dairy project. So at this point, we expect those names to be revealed by the Hawks in court tomorrow, but they certainly don't want them publicly uttered at this stage. Also because, as we understand it, this investigation process is ongoing, and there may in fact, Michelle, be further arrests before the day is over.
As a surprise, this raid by the Hawks on the Gupta compound and these arrests, it may come as a surprise to some of us, but in fact it's been in the pipeline for a while.
Yes, we have known about this pending arrest issue for quite some time now. We had in fact been told that they may be happening last week, Friday or Saturday already. We know that the Police Minister Fikile Mbalula had briefed the Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa that the Hawks were in an advanced stage in terms of their Estina investigation. So there was certainly that kind of high-level political knowledge and involvement and awareness of what the Hawks we're doing. This is not an out-of-the-blue thing that has come out of nowhere. Yolisa Matakata, acting head of the Hawks, telling me last year that she understood the frustration of ordinary South Africans in the wake of the state capture revelations, in the wake of the Gupta leak evidence. But she said, please just be patient. We are working. We are doing our best to make sure that there will be arrests, she told me, and that people will be brought to court and those cases will stand. Well, it seems that at this point the fruition of those promises are coming into place. We know that, of course, that the Hawks raided the Free State Premier's office, the Department of Agriculture in the Free State a few weeks ago, seizing documentation referred to in the Gupta leak emails to ensure that admissibility in court. The Hawks and NPA is currently busy with in-depth financial analysis of 20,000 Bank of Baroda transactions believed to be material part of the Prevention of Organised Crime Act prosecution that the state is building at this time against various people implicated in state capture linked to the Estina dairy project. Of course, we know from the papers filed by the Asset Forfeit Unit that they believe they have strong evidence, financial records, Liber Arch files full of financial records that they believe show that money destined for impoverished poor black farmers was in fact siphoned off into accounts belonging either to Gupta family members like Atal Gupta. Of course, he received 10 million according to AFU, and of course bank companies linked to the Guptas. So, this is not an out-of-the-blue investigation or simply an arrest born out of frustration. This is the result of a lot of painstaking investigation, and the NPA and the Hawks will know that if they go to court with a half-baked case, they will be left with egg on their face, and they will face accusations that this entire process has merely been a matter of political leverage in a very difficult political environment. But from everything that I know about this case, a huge amount of work has gone into it. 20 people on that state capture team, part of the investigation, Treasury involved, Financial Intelligence Centre involved, and it's not a lightweight case by any stretch of the imagination.
All right, well, thanks very much for that. The latest there from Saxon World with our specialist reporter Karen Morn.